I never forget a face, especially if I've sat on it.
Hello and welcome to Horrible Horrors. I'm Zach Romero. Today we'll be discussing a concept that comes straight out of my awkward dream journal. I'm of course talking about Dead Rising, the movie. Now, the game series presents such an interesting formula that could easily spell success for a motion picture. I mean, you've got thousands of the gruesome Walking Dead, you've got weapons that have never even been conceived for film, and two over-the-top manly heroes that we haven't seen the likes of since Duke Nukem. Not to mention the fact that it could take place in either Willamette or Fortune City, and would be such an awesome mix of gore and comedy that it would be on the scale of something like Shaun of the Dead or even Dead Alive. But enough of my fantasizing. Let's get to the actual Capcom-produced film. Dead Rising, the movie, was made last year with a budget of nearly 4,000 yen. What does that mean? No idea. But let's just start the movie. Okay, so far so good.
Still moving.
Stop it! Stop!
What the f*** is this? No, seriously, what the f*** is this? Let me sum up what happens in this film before my goddamn head explodes. The film revolves around Whiny McWheelchair and his older brother Martyr McDeadsoon. A strain of the zombie virus breaks out in their town, and they go looking for a safe shelter. They find one and hold up in there until a group of generic henchmen come wandering in and stake a claim at the warehouse. Their leader is a sexist jerk with paper-thin development and a skanky sidekick. They kill the older brother, and I guess want to kill the handicapped one as well, when suddenly Nurse Willpower blows through a wall with her car. Then she gets bitten like 6 times by zombies, but through the magic of plot convenience lives until they find some Zombrex. Then it ends with Whiny no longer needing his wheelchair for some reason, and a stupid downer ending. Now if that summary didn't make much sense, it's not because I'm an idiot and don't understand these subtle nuances of Asian horror. It's because that very weak-ass story is chopped up every 3 minutes and thrown around in a random order like a poor man's Pulp Fiction. You may have also noticed that I didn't mention a certain character's name. Frank West. Yeah? No. No, but I covered wars! I'm aware of what you have covered. But yes, there is no Frank West, no Chuck Green, no Otis, no Katie, no characters that appeared in any of the video games. There's only a handful of zombies in the film, and the main crux of it is a group of characters we don't care about trying to survive a group of psychopaths with little to no development. I don't know if Capcom is just ignoring their fans, or if they are in fact the biggest video game company troll that has ever existed. It's like they only wanted to put the aspects from the game that nobody likes. I'm surprised that the stupid cell phone thing from the first one didn't just keep popping up in this one. The only villains in the movie are the group of psychopaths. And true, in the video game we don't really need a lot of story behind them, just what caused them to go crazy. But film has a different set of rules to it. We can't just go by that same of, well, they're bad because they're bad, and that's the end of it.
If you suck Daddy's big real good, I'll save you, okay?
Of course, it wouldn't be an Asian horror film if it didn't make me incredibly uncomfortable sexually. But my question is, how did they screw this up that bad? I mean, the formula for success for this film would have been so easy, and yet it's like they did the opposite of it. What the hell happened? Yes, the final reshoots with Mr. Campbell as Frank West turned out magnificently. It's gonna blow all the fans' minds. They're gonna absolutely love it. No, yeah, that's about all we needed left. So I'll go ahead and finish this out, and I'll have it on your desk by tomorrow. Okay, fantastic. All right, so all we're gonna have to do here is just render this, and we are done. Oh, what is today's date? Silliness aside, the problems with this film are numerous. The story is very uninteresting and becomes downright irritating thanks to the inexplicable jumps in time and bad Pulp Fiction-y scene transitions. Combine that with the absence of all the elements that made the game series great, and you've got a bad movie on the level of House of the Dead standard. Yeah, that bad. But you may be asking yourself, is there anything somewhat decent from this film? Kinda. But I'll show them to you right now. Hey, I know that game! Hey look, it's the work shed from Dead Rising 2! And a well-filmed Zombrex commercial that inexplicably just appears before the final scene. I don't know why.
Zombrex. The greatest gift is the gift of life. Zombrex is not a cure and must be administered regularly. While there are no acknowledged side effects, some patients have reported symptoms including nausea, hair loss, bleeding eyes, bleeding anus, occasional terrifying hallucinations, and slightly dry skin.
Thank you for watching Horrible Horrors. I'm Zach Romero. Until next time. Oh, and this movie sucked!
Anyway, how is your sex life? Anyway, how is your sex life? You know what they say, love is blind. You know what they say, love is blind. You know what they say, love is blind. You know what they say. Anyway.